Did you come to fucking party? Are you ready? Rock 'em, man.
Kick it up in a brainstorm. 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 Brainstorm. Kick it up in a brainstorm.
All right, welcome. A little bit later start than I wanted. Let me see something here. There we go. I had to fix the microphone. For some reason, it was sounding like garbage. All right, and I think I have a giveaway bot working, or at least a way to do it smoother. So we're gonna test that out a little bit later. But yeah, let's move on. Gonna get started. I did a little bit of a late start. My apologies. Welcome everyone. How is everyone doing? Well, it's morning for me. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're at. Let me see if I can get these, if these things are working correctly. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Are they the same is my question. They are. Okay, 1 second. Which one was that? Let me fix this up real quick. All right, so we're last day of day 3. Let me see. Why is this not? That's not what it should be. Oh, that's why. I see. I see. That's the one I want. Okay, cool. All right. And I feel like that's all centered. So let's fix that just. Oh, well, I guess I screwed that up. Sorry. Last minute tweaks here just to get it a little bit smoother. All right, day 3. They're getting started, probably matching up. We got about 2 more minutes before it starts. So today is the last day of, they call it the 8th finals. We have some clear-cut winners here that are going to be moving on to the next round. Let's get group 3 up there. All right, so group 1, we have RAU and INM moving on to the next round. Group 2, we have T5X, WGS, 3OS moving on to the next round. Group 3, we have GB3 and DKBS moving on to the next round. And group 4, we have WNV and NWO. Now, the way things have sitting, there has been some migration changes as well as things go. So we have a little bit of a different power change so far. It appears 314 might be the top dog, but we're still looking at finals top alliances are going to more than likely be WNV in top. What else we got? WNV, Hold on. INM, T5X, G3V, RAU are going to be your top fives more than likely. So that's going to come down to more than likely those in the final competition. However, we do have WGS to keep an eye on, DYA to keep an eye on. So today might bring some upset. 1239, IXM, WVK, 9MD, and HXN looking to move into the next round, as well as DYA, YHY, OCS, and PYW. However, with some of the migration or immigration, 1235 and 1323 are probably going to be knocked off here. It seems like YHY had a lot of members move to a different state, so they may actually fall off. 1330 might be moving on, but it's going to come down to today. EGK might be falling off as well, but we also have TJO to keep an eye on in the Group 2 area. But we also have XXU, BVA, XYA, and UCS looking to move on in Group 3. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So let's see. Matches should be starting soon. Today's last matches, we got... we're going to cut those out. VMX, I'm trying to see who'd be worth... We're going to cut out these two because that match doesn't matter. They can't move on. PYW and DYA, both of those are looking to move on, right? Yes. So let's go 1330 and 1392 for this one. Oh, come on. I thought I recalled everything. Let me recall my troops, because God forbid I have troops outside gathering before I can, before I can, spectate somewhere. So I guess that really doesn't matter. Okay, before... So dumb. Do I have troops outside here? Oy vey. Alright. Yeah, I do. Let's get these troops all back, because that's such a silly rule. What up, Summer? TJ, good to see you all. Sub-Zero, Zeke, Iron John, Abang, good to see all of you. This is definitely a silly rule. This one has everyone in. So let's get this one. Let's get the match going. So we want this one, 1330 PYW and DYA is going to be your top left. Well, it's the only match that's going to be showing until everyone else comes back in. So 1 minute for the main screen. Silly. Yes. Yes. All right. PYW. So this is actually probably going to be a bad match for DYA, to be honest. DYA might actually get knocked off here. PYW is a pretty powerful team. So this is actually going to be... Let's see. DYA has some activity. I think PYW has the better show. See, this is where people need to pay attention. Yeah, PYW definitely came in force. But it looks like they're already... I mean, it's too early. It's too early to tell one way or the other. So let's see how this progresses. All right, everyone's in here. Let's see what else. So we're in group... I mean, Group 1's just the easiest one to go to. Oceanside and RAU. I mean, this is going to be a slaughter. RAU is going to win here, and INM is going to win. So the only match in Group 1 I'd really want to keep an eye on here is PYW and DYA. It's the only one that really matters. What up, Andres? Wild Boy, Cutie Pie. Good to see you. Riri. How are you guys doing? Ali. Good to see you. G. RK Rana. D Strippers. Good to see you all. Today, like I said, when we do the giveaway later, I do have a new way of doing it. I'm going to see if it works. So bear with me. If not, we're going to have to do it the old school way. I'm hoping it works. So, and I guess. Okay, I don't know. What's going on in Group 2 here? Group 2, we only have EGK and TJO, but TJO might be the one to move on. Let's see who the matches are. WGS and 3OV. I mean, that's not going to matter. WGS is going to move on. 3ET and 7DJ. I don't think either of those are possible, so it doesn't really matter. 3OS and T5X is going to be a good competition, so I guess we keep an eye on that one. And yeah, TJO and EGK is going to make a difference because one of those is going to move on. So let's keep an eye on here. Group 3. What do we got here? Let's turn this off. Yeah, they're neck and neck right now. Today's going to be a pretty good battle day. I'm not going to lie. So let's see as that goes. Group 3. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. Ooh, that's gonna be a bad one for UC56. Looking to move on. They're fighting GV3. They're gonna probably lose that one. BVA and XYA. Man, XYA might move on, huh? XYA may move on if they can't. If 1225 can't win their game. IMX and YA7. IMX is probably going to be the one to move on. No, I'm sorry. I guess it really doesn't matter. Neither one is going to move on. And then DKBS and the Illuminati is the one to watch probably here. Hello, Ali. So let's get that one. Looks like Blue is going to start taking the lead here, TJO, but like I said, I have a feeling that's not going to be too surprising. Let's see what EGK has for showing up. Not much. Is it going to be enough to win? Is the main question. Yeah, they're about equal here right now, but it looks like TJO is going to start taking the lead early. We got a pull away over here with DKBS, and then this one still neck and neck with DYA and PYW. This might be the match, the more interesting one to watch here. What's going on in Group 4? Was there an interesting one in Group 4? We'll leave that for now. Actually, let's just leave this for now. Let's see what we're doing. Looks like Blue is definitely getting the moving and grooving. Oh yeah. Looks like Illuminati is already getting their watchtowers destroyed. They're gonna have a hard time here. This is gonna be neck and neck here. It looks like Red, whoever Red is, has most of the buildings, so DYA might actually start pulling ahead here. And we already have a pull away. We have a pull away in 2 matches. TJO. I have a feeling that's probably going to be the common thing, but this might actually be a fairly slow match. What's up? 98X, good to see you. Rao, very strong after immigration from 225. That's correct. RAU is a very strong one. RAU, like I said, RAU, WNV, INM, T5X is usually always a shower. Everyone's always interested in them. G3V, WGS, and more than likely DYA, which seems to be the case. DYA is starting to pull ahead here, but they have a hard match with PYW. PYW shouldn't be discounted early, so this top left one is going to be the one really to keep an eye on. This is going to be the more interesting one so far. So we're going to be interested to see each one. I want to get to group 4. There's going to be a lot of contesting here. Let's see if who starts pulling away. Red is attacking. And then over here, looks like EGK was able to get their towers up. And TJO is taking the lead. I want to take a second to go over to group 4 and touch on the matches there. TJO's looks like they just had some of their watchtowers destroyed, so they're going to have to make a reconnection if they want to keep the lead. Group 4 here. So we got WNV and NWO already going to be moving on. So WNV in 21, that's not even good. That's going to be a slaughter. And then NWO IXM is going to be another slaughter. We could check in. Really, HXN and IXM are going to be the main ones to watch. So let's see. HXN is against WVK, and I think WVK is planning to make a move, so that might be an interesting to watch. And then 9MD UEZ. 9MD is going to be a win. UEZ is probably going to lose, so 9MD is probably going to be the winner there to move on to the next round. So it's really going to be this match. I wish it would show scores here. I wish there was an easy way to see scores real quick, like current, like in real time score. If there was an easier way to show that, that might be a little bit better. All right, we're definitely getting a pull away by 3,000 points. This is neck and neck still on the left side, left corner. So like I said, this is going to be the more interesting one. I might put this on the main screen and take a look around for the others. We have a pretty neck and neck fight here. HXN. Turn off the thing. HXN and WVK, both of these are looking to make a move on. So we're, it looks like HXN is already at the spaceport. WVK right behind him. But it also looks like WVK might have more structures and the building. Trying to see what the showing is. WVK has a decent showing. What about... I'd say HXN might have more people, just slightly, but do they have the power to take it? We're neck and neck here right now. They're really contesting over this armory. HXN might take the armory here, which would give them a slight advantage in strength, which is something they might need. We're starting to get a good pull away here in the top right with DKBS and XXU. So DKBS is starting to take a pull away here. Can the Killuminati recover is the main question. Looks like they're going to be struggling here. Let's watch some interesting battles. Yeah, so we got two so far that are the more interesting ones. Looks like we're getting a pull away here on the top left. DYA is starting to pull away for PYW. PYW is going to want to make a move if they want to stay in this. PYW is pretty active, pretty interesting. Let's watch some interesting. Yep. Good morning, Lost Man. How are you doing? How's everything going? I'm just waking up. My sleep schedule's been screwed. We're at the tail end of Eden. Yesterday was race day, I guess so to say, but we took the lead early, so we're a little bit secure, but we had to finish up a couple things. Last night we had a very pivotal gate battle. We needed to take the gate, so I stayed up for that because our opponent, ironically XYA, could have taken the gate from us and gave themselves a chance in Eden. However, we pushed them back too far and they weren't able to take the or get near the level 7 gate for last hit. So, which actually I could probably show later on, but we're all in we're in WC. It looks like the other North faction wants to beat their chests a little bit. They think they're going to challenge us, but that's not going to work out well for them. So yeah, and then I got to go to work tomorrow. So yeah, that's how mine's been going. But we are neck and neck here. HXN just went a little bit past. They're starting to pull away a little bit, not enough to definitively say they have a lead. So we'll take a look at what the overall map looks like. Contesting a few buildings here. Someone is escorting the key here. Can't see who. It looks like red. So the Illuminati's looking to escort the key. That'll put them back on the map. PYW is escorting the key. That might put them back up. That'll be the points that both of those teams need. What are we escorting here? Oop, oop. Should be an escort, right? Everyone should be escorting around the same time. Looks like WVK is escorting. That'll be the one to put them in the lead. That's the points they need here. So it's going to be interesting to see. They're going to be making the first round. They're already moving to the second. I need to zoom out just a hair. There we go. So this is the ones we need to watch. Greeting from State 1038. Welcome. Thank you. Good to see you. I love all my old staters, or older staters, I should say. It's always good to see some older players or older state players that like to pop in with the youngers, help them out a little bit. Oh, it's good to see you. All right, 35, 34. They got the last 30 seconds. Same thing here. And it looks like DKBS. Yeah, so that's the one they need here. Can they hold on? They're still holding on. Still holding on. These will be the points that both these teams need. Can they hold on long enough to get the 5,000 points to bring them back up? Can they? Oh, yes, we did on both 1, 2, and 3. Yes. PYW takes the lead with the key. So does the Illuminati, and so does WVK. So those are going to be the points that those teams need to start getting themselves an edge. That is a big change. We're going to have to see what happens with the second key. So if the second key goes to the same teams, that'll really put them in the lead. But it's still way too close to tell and way too early. Way too early. This is still being way too close over here. This is PYW and DYA. It's going to be very interesting to watch this one. Hasbot, their main producer here, but that's nothing surprising in DYA. And we definitely have a real powerhouse here for PYW. But it looks like there's a couple of close base. Jaka is also performing just as well as Hasbot. Hasbot is the top player in their bracket. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Can they hold on to these leads, though? That's the big thing. Can they hold on to these leads? These are probably the three most pivotal matches, I guess so to say, of today. Looks like HXN just lost our connection. So we got one base sitting by themselves, but I believe that is one of their stronger bases. So should be all right. Should. Keyword there. So that's the main thing here. Can PYW hold on to this lead? It looks like there's a lot of buildings being contested. Can Hasbot and Jaka really turn their team around so that they can get their points back? That's the main thing here. Thank you, MJ. Thank you. Yes, like it's here. Sub-Zero ASC. ASC gets to be important. You know, for a lot of the, I will say for a lot of the younger states, what they don't realize, or what some of them didn't realize, is that ASC, how important this match is. So I think there's a few decent alliances that probably didn't make a good showing just because of the fact of they didn't realize how important this was. Versus something like Eden. Don't forget, a lot of the younger players, Eden is all they know, so they think that's more important. But in the end, this ASE gives way better rewards for the top alliances. So, but we'll next year will definitely be interesting to watch. And I mean, you know, things change. I mean, even in the middle of this ASE, there was a huge immigration, which changed the landscape as it is. WVK is losing watchtowers, or I'm sorry, HXN is losing watchtowers, giving WVK a slight edge, pull away. We got an even closer match over here, 19-19 and 19-17. It looks like DYA is having a little bit of a harder time coming back. They're still struggling, not struggling, I wouldn't say struggling, but they're still lacking here. But it looks like they just took a few more buildings, which will give them more points overall. So they're gonna have to start coming back here. But I will say PYW needs to really hold on to their lead, so they better start looking at taking those structures back if they want to keep their lead. Otherwise, DYA will make their comeback, but it might just come down to the second key in 11 minutes. And we do have HXN slowly closing the gap here. So we're going to need to know if WVK can hold on to their lead. But it looks like HXN might be outplaying them. So the winners, I will say, the winners of these three matches will move on to the next round. And that is going to be huge for them. So, gonna be interesting. And like I said, things change all the time. Top players will move states for competitions. You know, people try to advertise or promote for people to move all the time, and you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. Looks like someone took a big loss on the WVK side. Someone just got destroyed. HXN slowly closing the gap. It looks like we're about equivalent on both these two matches. One in the top right, which I believe is the Killuminati and DKBS. So DKBS is slowly bridging that gap. DYA slowly bridging the gap as well. What up, Promo? Key. Who's got the key? Who's got the key? No one's got a key yet. 8 minutes. I believe it's 8 minutes roughly for all three matches. Maybe in a different match. I could. Well, I feel like if I pull up too many matches, it's going to be a little bit hard for people to concentrate on. I could try and pull one more up, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. And I'd have to shrink it last minute, so you'd have to bear with me on that. I know the key is really, keys can change big time the landscape of what's going on. Which state are these? So the main screen here is going to be HXN and WVK. The actual numbers, 1278 and 1317. The top right, which, let me switch these for me because now I'm getting confused. The top right is DKBS and Killuminati, which I believe is it's even small for me, so give me a second. I gotta make it a little bit bigger. Oh. $12.99 and ooh, wow. $12.99 and $12.64. And then over here on the top left, we have $13.92, and blue is gonna be $13.30. So PYW and DYA over here. I'm gonna pull up. I think I'm gonna pull up one more map, just so I can see for me who. If there's other matches to keep an eye on, so I can see. There's a lot of neck to neck. So like I said, these are very pivotal matches for all of these, for all 6 of these alliances. All 6 of these alliances want to move on, and this is going to be a very. The winners of all 3 of these matches will move on to the next round, and I know all of them want to. They want to make a name for themselves, so it's going to be quite, especially near the end, it's going to start getting real intense. As you can see already, WVK and HXN, they're already starting to face off. They're starting to go after bases. That can drastically change the landscape if some of these bases take heavy losses and they can't replenish their troops. So I know that was the case for me in my match. Eden knocked out so many of my troops. I have 600 million troops in my healing. So we've been bloodthirsty. Our Eden has been bloodthirsty. All right, let me do this. All right, let's see. Were there other matches? I think Group 1, that was the only one to really see. I think everything else doesn't matter, but I can check in. Oceanside's going to get crushed. YHY is going to get crushed after. YHY is going to fall off the map because they had a lot of their players leave. I don't see INM purposely losing, but I could see some top teams just going, all right, you can win, just so you can move on. To be honest, if you want to be smart, okay, not to scheme or anything, right? I don't really think it's a scheming thing. It's a smart thing. If a top alliance sees if they were in round 3, so this is where you need to pay attention, because if it was round 3 and I had 2 wins, and there was a team that had 1 win and they needed a win, but I knew that they weren't very strong, I may give them the win just so that next round when they move on, there's a chance to face someone weaker. That could change everything, right? That can change the landscape for next round, if you think about it, right? So INM's definitely in the lead. They're not even chance. I already checked 56,000 and 1,000. But if you think about that, right, you can alter the whole playing field. If you are in a top alliance and you go, all right, I'll take a loss, you already know you're moving on, right? So what's the difference in letting the weaker team win their round so they can move on to the next round, so that you do have a weaker opponent that you know is going to move on? But you can't control what group people go in, so that could be complicated. Technically, next round should be 2 groups. I'm not entirely sure how that works, because it's going to be 2 groups, then 1 group before even the finals. So I don't know. But it is going to be 2 groups next week. Next week will start the next round. It'll be 2 groups. Then we'll be going to 1 group. Then we'll be 1 group, and then the finals. So let's see here. Group 1 is taken care of. There's only 1 match in here to really watch. TJO and EGK was the other one. Let's check in there because I don't have that one up. And I know they're facing each other. So that's the one I don't have. Yes, next weekend. Yes, next weekend will be all top teams looking to make a name for themselves. So it's going to be brutal. I mean, there's obviously going to be some lopsided matches just based on what's going on, but... And it looks like the DYA match, oof. 1330 and 1392 are neck and neck. It looks like, what side is that? Oh, it looks like DYA has lost her watchtowers, but at the same time, 1330 has also lost their watchtower connections. Not that it really matters at this point. You have bases right on top of things, so that's probably the ideal thing. It's not going to really worry about, but they do need to watch those other structures. And it definitely looks like DYA controls most of those exterior structures, which will give them the majority of the points. So, you know, PYW needs to start looking at that if they want to keep the lead. Oh, they already lost the lead. So if they want to make a comeback, they need to start looking at those exterior structures, which it looks like they are starting to, but they need to do more than just the three. They need to start looking at this armory as well. However, if they can't take the other armory, then by means, that's fine, I guess. But they need to start looking at the other ones. Looks like there was just a switch with the rocket repair shop. The hospital looks like it's might change hands, and the other rocket repair shop might fall under DYA hands, but it's already in PYW's, so they might take it and keep it, which will give them more points. However, they need to start looking at some of the other ones. Over here, it's neck and neck again. HXN and WVK, both of them are going to want to move on. This might be an actual upset because I think WVK is believed to be a favorite, but we'll see. It looks like a key is going to change the outcome. 15 seconds for the key for there, 16 here, and 6 seconds. So key is going to be coming up for all three of these matches, so they better start planning accordingly. Key is going in the EGK TJO match. I might actually throw this one up because this is the other important match. I'm trying to see where I could throw it up. So let me see if I can. Should be this one, right? Yes. Okay. All right. So it looks like DYA took, or not DYA, I'm sorry. It looks like the Killuminati took the key here. That'll catch them back up. Let's see. PYW took the key here. If they can hold it, then they are going to take the lead. Ooh, big one. WVK takes the key here. Let me try and get this match up. The other important one, EGK. So let me see if I can get this and not be too confusing. So, oh, that is already going to be confusing. So let me move that out of the way. Ooh, let me shrink this first. And see if I can move this out of the way. Sorry, I'm not trying to block things up and screw y'all up. I'm going to just try and toss this one somewhere. So bottom right, let me put it bottom left because we don't really need to see the thing. Bottom left is EGKTJO. So hopefully I don't have a border for it. Maybe I do. Oh, I do actually. It's so that it's easier to see. All right, my screen, everything looks super small, but you might see it a little bit bigger just based on the fact of you have a different screen than me. All right. So EGKW. Oh no, man! All of them I'm getting now all screwed up myself. Saying all the different alliances and numbers. Oh, that is changing your screen. I'm sorry. Trying not to change yours. All right. I'm trying to see better myself. Okay, so where are we at? I don't see the key. Is the key back at the... Oh no, who got it? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Jesus. I should have been paying attention. Oh, okay. So, DKBS got the key here. It looks like PYW did get the key, which put them... Wait, did they get the key? Yeah, they did. Okay. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay, so it looks like EGK took the lead. They did get the key successfully. And same thing here, WVK. Was WVK the one with the key, though? I thought... Oh, yeah, they were. I'm sorry. It was. So, okay. So we got a little bit of a lead, but not enough to call this match. But it did bring some back into the game. It looks like we're definitely having a pull away, though, with EGK. It looks like they're definitely taking a lead, 8,000 points. DKBS is taking a lead. Let's see if they can hold on to that. And then this is still neck and neck in these two. It looks like DYA is starting to fall behind. So let's see if DYA can hold on. I think PYW is going to win, but that's me. What up, and what's up, Darkseed? Cute baby, let's go. What's up? So RAU's definite win. I don't really. I feel like I don't even really need to pull it up because I think they're already gonna win. RAU's gonna win their match. I gotta move some things around on my screen. Let's see if WVK can hold on to their lead. There's a lot. Okay, so we're definitely having a huge pull away. It's looking like maybe EGK is going to take this. I don't know if TJO is going to be able to come back from this. It's gonna, if they can get that last key, then maybe. But and we're definitely getting a pull away here in HXN. But HXN has the majority of the buildings, so we're gonna see. They might, yeah, they're gonna be going for the hospital here. HXN is on top of the hospital. Look at that. They are right on top of it. Outpost is being challenged. HXN might start taking all the structures. They've really moved up. Strategies. They decided to go on the outsides as well to get closer to these outside structures. HXN is going to take the second armory. HXN might start pulling away real quick here. Oh, they got that one. They didn't get the outpost. They lost this armory. HXN's going to have to retake that armory. But they have everything else. It's going to be a challenge on this command center. This is going to be a one to watch. This is going to be a photo finish here. The HXN WVK. That's going to be a photo finish game. And we're starting to get big pull-aways here for the rest of them. We've got a 4,000 point pull-away, PYW to DYA. If they can grow that, then they're definitely going to be the winners here. However, there are a few contested structures. DYA is contesting there. Ooh, PYW is contesting the armory. Both armories are up for grabs, and the rocket repair shop up here is might be going to DYA. PYW just took it, so we might be having a few Change of hands and upsets. DYA just took the other rocket repair ship. So this is going to be a photo finish here in the top left. We're having a big pull away here. DKBS looks like they might be the winners here. If the Illuminati can't pull it together. DKBS is taking that one. DKBS is taking that one. It looks like they're taking all the structures. And we definitely have a big pull away here with EGK. So it looks like EGK might be the winners here if they can just hold on long enough. They're starting to really pull away. We still got a neck and neck here with HXN, WVK. Got a bloody battle, but I will say this, HXN has the advantage with their base placement. Huge advantage. So if I were a betting man, I'd start saying HXN is going to start drastically pulling away in points here. And just like this match, it looks like PYW is starting to pull away as well. What's the field advantage? PYW decided to go all center, but it depends on their base placement. I see one base. I see most of them in the center, which I guess is okay, but they needed to spread out their bases. I don't see a lot of movement up. They needed to move up, but we don't have a lot of bases on this. But HXN, or not HXN, PYW should have moved up. But it looks like we're down to just a few bases even being active. It looks like these, well, that base is actually sending. They're sending. This one's just sitting there. It looks like they might be out of the match, and it looks like this one might be out of the match as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. They moved some of their bases up to the front line. Is that Hasbot there? I can't really see. It's so small on my screen. Yeah, that's Hasbot. So Hasbot's on the front line. But we're definitely getting a huge pull away. PYW's moving up a little bit. And we're getting a pull away here with HXN, as I predicted, because they have a huge field advantage. They have all structures. Contesting the outpost. Contesting the command center's being contested, but it doesn't look like they're being able to take it. So I think WVK is done. I think WVK is done unless they do something, unless they make some major moves real quick. I don't think the key, I don't think the key will even save them, and they're nowhere near the key. We got HXN all on top of this spaceport. It looks like TX is moving out. Oh, just moved over. Yeah. TX is right on that spaceport. That's all he's got to do is take that. If they get that key at the end, that will secure a win. 6 minutes for the key here. We have a drastic pull away here, so it looks like we got EGK for the win here. And the same thing here. DKBS is going to be your winner here. The key will not make a change in this match. So it looks like the Illuminati is going to be eliminated. We got an 11,000 point lead here. We have a 9,000 point lead here, and we're starting to get a 5,000 point lead against DYA. And DYA cannot get close to the spaceport. So it looks like the spaceport is more than likely going to go to PYW. But we still have a pretty close neck and neck here, but I will predict that HXN is going to win here. I don't think there's any other matches that are close, I'm going to be honest with you. But if I can, let me get out of this one, because it looks like EGK is going to be the winner here. So I'm going to see if there's other matches, but I don't believe there is. Yep, the gaps are really increasing now. It looks like players are getting tired, troops are running out, bases are getting eliminated, so it's going to be you're gonna start seeing the teams pulling away here at the end. Real big pullaways too. Group one, Group one, that was the only one to watch. I could check in VMX and T8D, but I don't think it really matters. I don't really think it's it's not an interesting match because it really doesn't matter. I mean, you know what I mean? I could watch it. They might be fighting, but I don't think it's going to matter for ASC. PYW DYA is what we're watching in the top left. RAU is killing it. INM is killing it. So we don't need to check in. I think it's a little bit of overkill. Group 2, WGS and 30V. 30V is... I mean, they might have shown up, but I don't think they're going to have a chance against WGS, but we could check in just to see for fun. We got a 13,000 point lead here. GKBS is starting to pull away, so I don't see a change here. HXN is moving to secure, trying to get to the key. Yeah, DYA is starting to really fall behind. They're behind by 5,000 points already, and I believe the key comes around the same time. 3 minutes and change. Yeah, 92,000. Yeah, I don't know why. There was really no point in popping in. Congrats! What did I do? What did I win? Did I win something? Did I win something? What did I do? I didn't win! Just randomly saying congrats. What did I do? I'm just watching. I'm just calling them. I try to point out the little bit of tactics. So if you're in an ASC next time, if you're already eliminated, or if you're currently still in, you can see some of the tactics that are being used and maybe try and bring it to your team. I want a giveaway? What did I win? Did I win my own gift code? Oh, geez, you guys are killing me. BVA. You know what? Where's BVA here? You know what? I should have checked in with XYA. I didn't. This might actually be an interesting one. But I think XYA is going to get killed. Trust me, we've crushed their troops. They shouldn't have anything. They shouldn't have much left. Ooh, BVA did not show. XYA is going to be moving on to the next round. Interesting. XYA is going to be moved to the next round, but I can 100% guarantee you that's as far as they're going. Trust me, we've been tossing them around all Eden season. No offense to XYA. I have a lot of friends in XYA. Okay, that is our Chinese state, so they can't immigrate to us. We can't immigrate to them. We have a lot of friends in there. We're gonna try and start working together on Eden, but we can't control where people land, which would be nice. But yeah, no offense to them. I love XYA. I love my people over there, but I don't foresee them going past the next round. They barely got this one. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised BVA didn't show. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's been a lot of immigration, a lot of changes, but there should still be enough people in BVA to have taken this. But this is this is clear as day. XYA is going to be moving on to the next round. But wow, top 4. But I do believe your top. We already know who our top alliances are as far as who's probably going to make it to the final round, which I'll recap at the end. but it looks like we have some clear-cut winners that are going to be moving on. And the matches that we weren't sure we're watching. However, it looks like we have definite pullaways, so it's pretty apparent who is going to be moving on to the next round, who's winning today. UC 5-6. Let me check in. You know, they're probably going to get crushed. Yeah, they're against GV3. I don't see them having any chance unless GV3 decided, nah, we'll let them win. That's the only way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. BBA, a lot of the players did leave, but there should have been enough players to stay to at least. Immigration isn't usually that successful. We got keys. It looks like PYW got the key here. If they can pull this, they win. It looks like Killuminati got the key, but that's not going to be enough to win it for them. This is going to change for. This will make a big change for the game here. If PYW gets the key here, they are definitely going to win. I don't foresee any other way that DYA can come back, which will eliminate them from this round. And this doesn't matter. It looks like HXN got the key, and they've pulled ahead enough to make the win. The key was probably their last chance, but for WVK, and they did not pull it. So let's move into the last relay. WVK has the relay, so they better get this. They better get that relay before it gets too late. Yep, HXN just got the relay at the last second. Lucky. HXN better hold it. If they hold it, I mean, they got a 16,000 point lead. I don't see them coming back. And looks like PYW got the lead here, got the final key, so they are going to be your winners here. PYW, my apologies, is going to beat DYA for the next round. Yeah, GV3, that wasn't even a question here. They tried. UC 5-6 showed up. They tried. They tried. So we got a clear-cut winner here. The closest match so far that's still going on, I believe, is the DYA match here in the top left. But PYW has pulled ahead. I don't see any way DYA could come back. That was the last key. So PYW just needs to keep contesting buildings until the end, and they'll have it. The next secret key, yeah, it's third. That was it. Key was over in this one, so we'll keep an eye on this match. Yeah, we definitely have a pull away here. HXN definitely did a pull away here. This froze on me, so let's reload. I don't really foresee any matches here, so let me close this out. We don't need to see this window anymore. We have a lot of clear cuts here, so I'll leave these two up in the corner, and I am going to exit the battlefield here. TX, Reno, going to be your tops. These are going to be your top players to watch here for the next round. Let's exit out of here and talk about the standings, who wins, and what's moving on, and then we'll do the giveaway. I'm going to see if the bot works to make it easy. But in order for me to do that, I need to make sure everything's turned on. All right. So, All-Star Champion. Let's take a look at the standings by group, who wins today and who is moving on. So, as it stands in Group 1, the people moving on are going to be RAU, INM, PYW, and wait. Oh, that's gonna be tough. DYA might still move on. DYA is still gonna move on. Hold on. It depends on how bad YHY is losing. I gotta check this because DYA is more than likely gonna move on regardless of that match. Yep. DYA is gonna move on. Surprisingly. So, DYA is going to move on to the next round regardless of what happened because YHY lost so bad. OCS, I think, lost bad as well. I don't think they came very close. I gotta double check. Oh, all right. Well, then I'll go screw myself. Yeah, DYA does move on to the next round. Group 2. Group 2 is going to have T5X. Some of these are not surprising. T5X, WGS, 3OS, and EGK is going to move on to the next round. Group 3 is going to have GB3, DKBS, BVA lost pretty bad, right? So let's see. Honestly, yeah, Illuminati and XYA. So XXU will move on. XYA will bump up due to their performance today. It probably puts them over BVA. I would hope, anyways, depending on point wise. BVA could move on to the next round, but they did have nothing today. So they definitely got crushed. It's going to come down to the rankings at the end, point wise. Yeah, so is mine. So is mine. So Elias, so is mine. So my prediction is Illuminati and XYA will move on. But if it stands like this, I'd be interested. So at the end of today, I believe Reset, we'll see how it does fall officially once all the points are tallied. In Group 4, we have WNB, NWO, HXN. This is going to stay. HXN and IXM, right? IXM. 9MD got crushed, I believe. Oh no, we didn't check it. Hold on. Oh god, I didn't check it. I'm sorry. 9MD more than likely will move on, but IXM was against NWO. They got crushed. So IXM might stay. I'm trying to see here though. But if a 9MD took the win, that gives them 2 wins and they bump IXM. So I wish I saw the points. So we can qualify for quarterfinals. What are you? You're what? DYA, right? You're 92, bad boy. I'm trying to see. Hold on. So yeah, it could be IXM or 9MD for Group 4. It just depends. I didn't see. More than likely it'll be IXM, but 9MD was against UEZ, and UEZ hasn't had a win or really shown up since. So 9MD would have 2 wins, IXM would have lost, so that means 9MD would jump. So I'm going to keep that as a wild card just because I don't know yet. I didn't even look. Yeah. So we definitely have PYW moving on. Hold on. We're fucked. We are fucked and Eden. Bad Boy, how's Eden? Yeah, where are you? What state are you in, Bad Boy? Honestly, I would have loved to have given up the day in Eden to have everyone shown up for this, because we would be with XYA and DYA. We would be right in there. We actually ranked higher than DYA and XYA in the overall standings. But like I said, we had a lot of players that did not understand that ASC is way more important than Eden, and they were so caught up in Eden. People betted against us. Well, did you win your match? There's a difference between match and standings. Your match, if you lose your match, that's what the betting is. Yeah, hold on one second. Let me, so it looks like group 1 is RAU, INM, PYW, and DYA. T5X, WGS, 3OS, EGK, GV3, DKBS, XXU, XYA. Group 4, WNB, NWO, HXN, and IXM or N9MD. We're not sure here. However, your top ones that are my predictions to be moving on will depend on the round, but RAU is going to move on to the semifinals, right? Yeah, because we got quarterfinals, semifinals. So if I was a betting man, the winners of the quarterfinal will be RAU, INM, T5X, WGS, GV3, WNB, NWO 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. Who's going to be the wild card here? It depends on how it falls, but more than likely it's going to come down to, I believe, 3OS or HXN. In my if I was a betting man. So I think your semifinal 8 will be RAU, INM, T5X, WGS, GV3, WNV, NWO, and I would say 3OS, but I could be wrong. So I would keep an eye out, but it does depend on how the groupings go at reset, so keep an eye on how those groupings go. As for giveaway, all right, let me see if I get this working. Ugh. Let me make sure everything's working here. So let me close. Let me close. Not that. Where is it? That, and that. We'll focus on the main screen here. Let me make sure that's on. Okay, so I want to see if this works. So I need you, if you want to be in the giveaway, all right, I'm gonna try this for a second. Okay, I want to see if this works. Type exclamation mark pick me. I want to see if this works. So exclamation mark pick, PICKME. I want to see if this works. I need to see if it works. So exclamation mark pick me, just like I typed it. See if it works. If not, I'll type everyone in manually again, but I just need to see if it works. Okay, if not, I need to fix it if that's the case. Where is it? All right. I need to see if this is working. All right. Wheel is fine. No, I'm still going to do the wheel, but I don't have to type in everyone's name now. So if I just do it this way, I should be able to just open up a file and it should be typing all your names into the file. So all I have to do is copy and paste it. It only will take your name once and that's it. So just type it in once and that's it. and it should automatically be registering it. So should is the key word here. So we're gonna find out here. I think it is. I see it going up in size. So we'll see. But remember, you can only type it in once. It's only gonna put your name in once. It has a cooldown. So don't bother typing it in multiple times. If you type it in, just it'll register it. And I'm gonna cut it off. It does, if it's working, I'm gonna be cutting it off normally in 600 seconds, which I guess is just 5 minutes, right? 10 minutes. I'm sorry. No, 600. Yeah, 10 minutes. So I'll probably cut it off in 5. So I do see the size of the file going up. So I think it is working. I think it is. This will make things so much better. Because then all I got to do is copy and paste. And it'd be so much easier on me. And it'd be probably easier on you too. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping I did this right. It's been a while since I messed with the bots. So, and then I am going to disable it in the command in, I'm going to give you another 2 minutes. So, for me, it'll be 9:37. So, yeah, just all you got to do is type it in once. It won't register you more than once. Oh. So I'm hoping, please, please work. I think it is because it's registering everything, or it's registering you guys in this chat. So that's good. That's good. And it's even better because now I have a list now that I have the bot up for it. So I can, even if I don't, I can still just type it from the list I see. I can't copy the list I see, but I can type in the list I see. All right, less than a minute. And then I will be disabling the bot, and whoever's in is in. That's who's going on the list. God, I hope this works. Yeah, I hope it works. All right. Turning off the command. All right, that's it. Let's see. I'll give the bot a second, hopefully, just to catch up here. Make sure it did do its thing and everyone's name gets put in. All right, here's a moment of truth. Oh, yes! It works. Oh, it works. Yes. Yes. Okay, awesome. Yes. All right, so let me, I need to shoot. I need to, dang it. Sorry. Oh, God. God dang it. All right. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Shoot. Oh. Window. That's what I want. Browser. Ah, dang it. Oh. That one. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to get it so you can see it because it's on the other. I have two computers, so you got to give me a second here. So let me pull up the website. And then I gotta go to close that. Ah, you're already on there. Awesome. How is it already on there? That's weird. I don't know how that. You can see the window? Can you see the wheel right now? You shouldn't be able to, which I think is weird. I mean, all right, I'm not gonna argue with it, but okay. All right. Let me get the names. Past. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Let me, I can actually do it this way. Let me, because we only really need to see certain things on this screen, right? So that it looks nicer. Make it look nicer. Why it has two, I don't know, but I don't know how that worked. That's weird. Whatever. I'm not gonna question it. You can see it. That's the big thing. That's my important thing right now, is you can see the wheel. All right, 53 people, 53 names. See, look, now in the future, okay, so I know it took a while today, but in the future it'll go much faster now that I'm able to do this. Okay, so how many codes? How many codes? How many codes? How many codes? How many people? Oh, jeez. Oh, gee willikers. Oh, my Lanta. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Okay, there we go. All right. Hold on. God, why is there so many things on my thing? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna do 15 again. 15 winners. Okay. Ready? Yeah, I know. Well, all you have to do is type in the thing. All you gotta do is type in exclamation mark pick me, right? All right. Oh, yeah. All right, ready? Ready? I shuffled it up. Click to spin. 15 winners. First winner. They're smaller. Steven 23. All right, Steven. Next winner. I mean, I can't predict that. All I know is that's who typed in the thing. It doesn't repeat names. I know that for a fact. So these are just the people that typed in pick me. It only puts your name down once for that account. So if you have 4 different screens up and 4 different accounts, then by all means, that's how that works. But I can't predict. I can't say you can't have multiple YouTube accounts. Oh, I that's on you guys. So, all right, Jum. Congrats, Jum. We're gonna do this. Go. Riz or Rizz. That's more of a sound than an actual name. Riz. Congrats. Ollie. Congrats. A lot of new names so far. Well, not a lot, but some new names. Zeke. Congrats, Zeke 10. Not 1 through 9, not Zeke 1 through 9, Zeke 10. Okay. And then I'll repeat. I know there's some new names, so I'll repeat how to get your code. Enroy. Niranjan. Ooh. We'll do it in the Discord. It's easier to do in Discord. It's much easier if you're in Discord. Just send me a DM, private message. Oias, who I believe won yesterday. Yeah, congrats. TJ. Congrats, TJ. TJ wins. Did not win yesterday. That was Jeet Ray. But if you're the same person, then hey, whatever. I can't control that. The Discord. Okay, so Ali, if you go to the description below this video, there will be a link in the description to join the Discord. If you cannot or don't want to join the Discord, you don't have to join it. If you're in the Last Shelter Discord, I am also in there. You can send me a message that way as well. Lemmy, congrats, Lemmy. Number 10. So 5 left after this one. I can count. Ooh, Kareem. That was a line one. Kareem. Congrats, Kareem. Kareem did not win yesterday. I'm trying to remember. I know some people have won before, but I don't never know if you win before or yesterday or whatever. Sometimes we have a problem with codes if people in the same batch, you can only use one code from a batch. So sometimes I have a complication that way. Dorix, congrats. Dorix again won yesterday, Dorix. So I have to kind of work with it, and I try to get people the codes that I can. TPX. Congrats, TP. Down to the last three. Hey, bad boy, there was a time you won every time. Marcelo. Congrats, Marcelo. Last two. Shuffling it up. And I do remove the names of the winners, so you can't win twice. Even if you did win twice, you can't get a second code. You can't use it. Infamous. Congrats, Infamous, again. Last winner. Last one. Who is it going to be? One person out of 39. Bad boy had. He hasn't won in a little bit. Lord of Salvation. Congrats, Lord. My Lord. Okay, so once again, in order to get your code. If you haven't done this before, if you've done this before, you already know how to do it. No big deal. Not a surprise there. But if you haven't done it before, let me get rid of, I gotta get rid of a few screens here. Boom, so you can see it. Get rid of it. Why is it still showing? Oy vey. I closed out the window and everything. You shouldn't be able to see. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang, why is it? That's weird. All right. Yeah, so, yeah, that's great. Ooh, now it's getting all wonky. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see if I can... I might have to reset it, so give me a... See if I can reset this for some reason. It looks like it's screwing up. It could be because I added a scene. Yeah, okay. All right, well, that doesn't make it any better. So we're gonna do it this way. All right, we're gonna get rid of this. All right, now you should see it. Okay, cool. In the it's gonna be a little, oh, I know why. That's why, dude, I'm an idiot. In the description below the live video, if you open it up, there is a Discord link right here. If you click on that, you should be able to join the Discord server. For my server, you can DM me from there if you join the server, or if you go to the Last Shelter server, on the top right here, there's a T, and you see my little logo. That is me as well. So you can just right-click message or tap message and message me here, and I will get you your gift code as soon as I can. It might not be immediate. I am a human being. I only can do so much, but I will get you as soon as I can. Just send me a message there. If you don't have Discord, or you cannot do it that way, you can write me in state. I'm 1380. I am... you can write any of these bases, but primarily my main, which is, well, if I could find it. I don't even know where I am anymore. It's not by my normal name, which is the problem. Well, you could write me in game. It'll be, I should change my name back, but I'm gonna say 1380. So you can write anyone in 1380, they'll be able to get to me. Anyone in LOD, they'll send me a message. You can message the R5, he'll write me. All right, thank you all for being here. We'll continue on. I might do a recap video for ASC to kind of give a quick breakdown once the new rankings come out. And but yeah, thank you all for being here. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and you know, or night, depending on where you are. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Until next time, next weekend, look out for each other, help each other out, share the information, but most importantly, be safe out there. Bye.